Today, we're diving into some mind-blowing psychology facts that will change the way you view yourself and the world around you. So, buckle up and prepare to embark on a fascinating journey into the depths of human psychology. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt content, only to be horrified by a photograph taken just moments later? You're not alone. This common phenomenon is rooted in a psychological principle known as the mere exposure effect. Simply put, we tend to develop a preference for things we're familiar with. When you look in the mirror, you're seeing a reversed image of yourself, the image you see most often. Your brain has become accustomed to this reversed version, perceiving it as familiar and therefore more favorable. Photographs present us with a flipped perspective, one we encounter far less frequently. This unfamiliar image can be jarring, highlighting perceived imperfections we might otherwise overlook. We become hypercritical, focusing on minute details that seem glaringly obvious in the photo, but fade into the background in our familiar mirror image. This discrepancy speaks volumes about the power of familiarity and its impact on our self-perception. So the next time you find yourself scrutinizing a photograph, remember the mere exposure effect. The image you see might not be the one others perceive. Understanding this bias towards familiarity can be incredibly empowering. We all have an inner voice, a constant stream of thoughts and commentary running through our minds. This internal dialogue is far more powerful than we often realize. It has the extraordinary ability to shape our reality, influencing our emotions, behaviors, and ultimately, our destinies. Positive self-talk, characterized by encouragement and self-compassion, can be a potent force for good. It can boost our self-esteem, fuel our motivation, and help us persevere through challenges. Conversely, negative self-talk can be incredibly destructive. It can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy, where we unwittingly sabotage our own success by believing we are incapable or unworthy. Studies have shown that engaging in positive self-talk can have tangible effects on our mental and physical well-being. So, how do we harness the power of this inner voice? The answer lies in conscious effort and consistent practice. We must become aware of our self-talk patterns, identifying and challenging negative thoughts as they arise. And we must replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations that reinforce our strengths. By mastering our self-talk, we unlock its true potential, shaping our thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately our lives. We like to think of ourselves as rational beings, carefully evaluating evidence before forming opinions. But the truth is far more nuanced. We are all susceptible to a cognitive bias known as confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is our tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring evidence that contradicts our views. This bias operates in all areas of our lives, from our personal relationships to our political views. We gravitate towards people who share our opinions, reinforcing our sense of being right. We consume news that aligns with our political leanings, further solidifying our convictions. The danger of confirmation bias lies in its ability to create echo chambers, where we surround ourselves with information that reflects our own biases. This can lead to polarization and an inability to engage in meaningful dialogue with those who hold differing views. The first step to escaping confirmation bias is awareness. Recognize that we are all susceptible to this bias and be willing to challenge your own assumptions. Engage in respectful debate with those who hold different views to broaden your understanding. Ever feel like you're walking on an invisible stage, every move scrutinized by an audience of unseen observers? This is a common psychological phenomenon known as the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is our tendency to overestimate the extent to which others notice and pay attention to us. We believe our every flaw, our every social misstep, is glaringly obvious to those around us, when in reality, people are far too preoccupied with their own lives to give us much thought. Think about it. How often do you find yourself analyzing the actions and appearances of strangers? Probably not that often. Yet we assume others are doing the same to us, magnifying our perceived flaws and shortcomings. This heightened self-awareness can lead to crippling social anxiety, preventing us from pursuing our goals and engaging fully in life. But here's the liberating truth. The spotlight is largely an illusion. People are not paying nearly as much attention as we think they are. They have their own anxieties and insecurities to contend with. Understanding the spotlight effect can be incredibly empowering. It allows us to step out of our heads and engage with the world more authentically, free from the shackles of imagined judgment. What happens when our actions don't align with our beliefs? Enter the fascinating realm of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the mental discomfort we experience when we hold conflicting beliefs, ideas, or values. It's that nagging sense of unease that arises when our actions betray our principles. This dissonance is a powerful motivator, driving us to reduce this internal conflict by whatever means necessary. And we humans are masters of self-justification, employing a variety of mental gymnastics to bridge the gap between our beliefs and our behaviors. We might rationalize our actions, downplaying the significance of our transgressions. We might seek out information that supports our choices, conveniently ignoring evidence to the contrary. Or we might change our beliefs altogether, aligning them with our actions to restore a semblance of internal consistency. Understanding cognitive dissonance is crucial for personal growth. It allows us to recognize our own self-deception and confront the justifications we use to excuse our contradictions. By becoming aware of this tendency, we can start to make more conscious, values-aligned choices. Instead of contorting our beliefs to fit our actions, we can strive to align our actions with our values. We humans are remarkably adept at forming rapid judgments about others, often based on limited information. And one of the most influential factors in shaping these first impressions is a cognitive bias known as the halo effect. The halo effect is our tendency to generalize from one trait or characteristic to a person's overall character. If we perceive someone as attractive, we're more likely to attribute other positive qualities to them, such as intelligence and kindness. This bias operates on both a conscious and unconscious level, influencing our perceptions of individuals and even our assessments of their competence. A well-dressed individual, for example, might be perceived as more intelligent and capable in a professional setting, regardless of their actual abilities. The halo effect highlights the power of first impressions and the often unconscious biases that shape our judgments. While it can lead to positive assessments, it can also perpetuate stereotypes and prevent us from seeing individuals for who they truly are. Awareness of the halo effect is crucial for cultivating more objective and balanced perceptions of others. By recognizing that our initial impressions are not always accurate reflections of reality, we can strive to look beyond superficial qualities and form more nuanced judgments. We often think of medicine as a purely biological endeavor, a matter of chemicals and physiological processes. But what if our beliefs, our thoughts, could influence our physical well-being? This is where we enter the fascinating realm of the placebo effect. The placebo effect is a phenomenon in which a person experiences a benefit after receiving a placebo, a substance with no known therapeutic effects. In other words, the mere belief in a treatment can trigger real, measurable improvements in a person's condition. While the mechanisms are not fully understood, research suggests that the placebo effect involves complex interactions between the mind, the brain, and the body. When we believe a treatment will be effective, our brains release endorphins and other neurochemicals that can alleviate pain, reduce anxiety, and even boost our immune systems. The placebo effect is not merely a curiosity. It has profound implications for how we approach health and well-being. It highlights the incredible power of belief and the interconnectedness of our mental and physical states. While it's essential to acknowledge the role of conventional medicine, the placebo effect serves as a potent reminder that our beliefs, attitudes, and expectations can play a significant role in shaping our health outcomes. So the next time you're facing a health challenge, remember the power of belief. We've journeyed through some fascinating realms of human psychology today, exploring the hidden forces that shape our self-perception and interactions with the world. From the illusion of the spotlight effect to the power of self-talk and the persuasive nature of cognitive dissonance, these insights offer a glimpse into the intricate workings of the human mind. Awareness of these biases and tendencies is the first step towards greater self-understanding and personal growth. If you found any of these facts relatable, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on self-growth. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep striving to understand the complexities of the human experience.